Welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Zero. It's lit. I'm glad to be on here. My returning viewers, subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, locking in, hitting the like button, sticking, getting to the end, telling your friends or your people, sharing the video, hitting the bell so you can be on here and shit like that. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I post for all 12 zodiac signs. I also pick the cards and general readers to tap it. And hit the bell, okay? At that so you can see what's going on. So yeah, I didn't write nothing down, but the last song that I was just listening to is called Two-Seater by Lil Uzi Vert. And in the beginning of the video, there's like some sign that says greatness is a process. So I wrote that down. And then I wrote trust it. So it's not a one-time thing. It's consistent. It's something about like it becomes who you are. It's who you are, becomes who you are. It's for the collective. Maybe something about becoming or something like that. Becoming. Anywho, I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day. You see me outside, so I'm parlaying a little bit. I mean, I'll be parlaying anyway, but we chilling a little bit. I did already pre-shuffle. Since we outside, you know what I'm saying? I want to hit my doobie one time, 2 times. They're just vibing me. This is the French song by Aya Nakamura. It's called Suzette. Okay, it's French. It's French. No, I don't know a lot of words, but it's a vibe, okay? I'm looking at the word empowering. Okay, so everything I'm saying is intuitive, okay? You could be like on purpose, unless whatever, you could be on autopilot, unless it's like a good trajectory. You could be changing something up, or you could be doing something that empowers you, that gives, that boosts you up, so you could do what you're doing, like how I'm playing this music right now, or some shit. It was Gatorade in here, but I have to water. All right, so I'm gonna light this up. Okay, we've in here almost going on 3 minutes. If I'm rounded up. I rebuke all thought chakra magic in the name of Jesus. Amen. I'm gonna start in like 2 minutes. In like 2 minutes. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, so just being outside, I just feel like all the possibilities. I don't know if it's about like the being outside and like the open free space, but something about a lot of possibilities. Okay. For yourself. Okay. I'm feeling like an energy of authorized user. So authorized user or non-authorized. It's your head. It's your head. Hold on. This could be after a time of losing. Like you could have felt like you lost a lot. But the reason why I'm saying like that is because it's about perspective. I wrote some shit that says ultimately it's my perspective of reality that matters, and I feel like that's true. Collective, you could have had a lot of people trying to change your perspective on your own reality. I feel like you're getting shit on track. It's a process. Okay. So you could be trusting the process. All right, I'm gonna start for real and like I'm playing like I got battery for play around. Okay, so I'm gonna start. You could be getting to it like rebuilding um and you could be doing this or something about like when you do have moments to just exhale and chill, like taking. And I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, but something about like take them often or something. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna talk to God. I can't smoke and shuffle at the same time. I don't know how. It's admirable. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do that. This is Aya Nakamura. Again, it's called Ladat, okay? All right, let me talk to God. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, those that fuck with me of the highest ascended white light, truest white light. Thank you so much for sending me down here to do this reading. Send me down here on the earth to do this reading for the collective. Making sure we're all protected from low vibration of demonic oppressive beings and we got clear to record sex messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio, the clear visuals, Lord. So before I got on here though, I did feel like a little bit of fear, and I be getting on here. So and then one person just popped in here and showed their head and they left. Anyway, here's my point. And then so y'all, I knew that was some bullshit, so I prayed and stuff, and I got myself together. So I don't know. Somebody could be trying to get themselves together, or you could be getting yourself together for what you want to do. What do you want to do? What do you need to do? What for you? Okay, it's not like that. For you, even if it could be about for others, but it could be like for you, your choices. Okay, everybody got choices. So I got the notes from the universe on abundance. Let me get a note. Hold on, let me get some lip gloss, and then I'm a baby August. You really wanna tell are we? Okay, let me shuffle these. I did pre-shuffle. Okay, I'm trying to shuffle on the grass. All black magic, return back to sender promptly. Lord, please find these niggas better methods of employment. They desperation, Lord. They're in desperation, Lord. I can't help them. So I send them to you. And the universe said yes. So that's how I feel. Okay, this for the collective though. Okay. 817, I don't know, it could be significant. I don't know how this card came out. Let's see how I don't want to situate my elbows. Okay, this is for the collective. Excuse me. Let me get one card for the collective for right now. Oh, it's timeless. Thank you, God. Thank you, warrant angels, warrant ancestors. Baby, baby, Gus. Eh. Somebody's still trying to make your life more difficult than what it is, you know what I'm saying? Or than what it need to be, or some shit. Okay. That's how I feel. But I don't know. I feel like you taking shit in stride. You know, let your body or something. Just for the collective. Okay. I'm gonna get another one. This for the collective. Warrant angels, warrant ancestors. Well, I'm thinking about the word clarification. You know what? The battery running. So I'm gonna just read this card right here. Okay, it says, if it was just about surviving, scratching and surviving, hanging in the child line, good times. If it was just about surviving, getting by, just to get by, gotta get by. Now I'm thinking about Talib Kweli. Okay, that was my shit though. Okay, so this is my shit. Anyway, collective. If it was just about, look at this shit. I rebuke all monitoring spirits in the name of Jesus. If it was just about surviving, getting by, and keeping things the way they are, then how would you imagine? Then how would you explain your wild imagination? I'm thinking about, it says burning desires, but I'm thinking about like a record, like a record. Anyway, if it was just about sacrifice, selflessness, and altruism, then how would you explain your burning desires? And if it was just about thinking, reflection, and spiritual stuff, then how would you explain the physical world? Get the picture? Want it all? That's what it's there for. Room, the universe. I don't know. I'm just thinking about when I was getting into like crystals and like, mm, I guess I want to say like more spiritual stuff. I had this person in my family, whatever. They was like, yeah, da da da. They be knowing how to do stuff, but it don't show like it translate. And then I don't know. And then it was something about like folks being, take whatever I say resonates. It was something about like folks being spiritual, but they wasn't keeping up with their hygiene or some shit like that. And it's like, nigga, we's on 3D, we's on the earth. Other people's gonna be smelling this. You wanna, you know what I'm saying? Be well rounded. Everything matters. Okay. The universe. Get the picture, want it all. That's what it's there for. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get a work your light card. So take whatever it says resonates, okay? I don't know. I feel like, you know how they say everything in moderation, or just like well balanced, well rounded. Okay. And like not just all work. Okay. Put play in there too. Not just all play, but work in there too. And thinking about what you're doing right now and thinking about goals and dreams and shit like that. Okay. And reflection, having that in your life too. Okay. And being in the present moment. Now, it could seem like a whole lot to do with every step you take, but I don't know. It could be something about switching gears, or it could be something about like finding a way that is balanced, that is embodied. Like I said, like how you step, how you walk, how you talk, all of that shit is could be embodied. Like I don't know. You can't do all different tasks at one time. That's not what I mean. But I just mean like who you are. Something about becoming. Okay, how could the collective work their life? What's this say? Star mother. How can you mother yourself? I seen this card earlier when I was pre-shuffling. Something about being your own mama, being your own daddy, or something like that. Look, it kind of looks like Mother Mary. If I was to feel like who is that, but it says Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Oh yeah, I do got a book right here. If y'all want to look at the card a little bit more, blue could be significant. I don't know. I was thinking about sensitivity. What's his name? Ralph something from If it isn't love, why doesn't it come in? What's that group? Some about sensitivity. Okay, let me see. Star Mother. Let me see what's 48. They know us. They know us. They know us. Oh yeah. Okay, so it says collective, you are more held than you could possibly imagine. Did you know that? No, it didn't. I said, did you know that? That's what it says. Okay, it says you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. That that just felt like a little bit like a load off my head, like a load off my dome. I don't know. That's how I felt. Okay, let me read this. Okay, let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all your worries, regrets, and shame and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, if you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. I'm gonna read this part again. It says, if you allow it, you're already healed. All right. Let her love away your fears, remind you of your goodness. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You you have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Work your light inquiry. How can you mother yourself? So when I was reading this, I was thinking about a little bit of my mother, but then I quickly stopped thinking about her because this doesn't exemplify her. So I don't know, just take whatever I say to resonate, because some people, they could feel like, like your first experiences of the world is your parents, your caregivers. I think I mentioned this in another reading. And to some degree, as a child, you could look at your parents like they're God. And it's important to realize that they are not. Okay. So that, because you could have an idea like God is, you could personify God like God is so, however your parents were, okay, critical, or some shit like that. Okay. I don't know. And that could not necessarily be the case. Okay, I feel like it's not. So take whatever I say as it resonates. Okay. So this could be something about mother healing or mother wounds. It could be about it. Or when I was reading, I said for a half a second I thought about my mother, but at the rest of it I was reading it and I thought about Mother Earth, and I also thought about like feminine figures, feminine energy. Like I thought about the archetype of the mother. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, but collective, it says forgive yourself. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get one card, my nigga, because this shit is on this shit is the battery is red, okay? You know it's supposed to be green. Okay, let me see. I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the Five of Cups. Let me get one card for the collective. Let me get two cards for the collective, okay? This song is called The Way Life Goes, okay, by Lil Uzi Vert and Oh Wonder. And then when I read that, I felt like that's that's the way life goes or something. But it says the way life goes. Okay, anyway, let me get two cards. I rebuke all black magic in the name of Jesus. Warrant angels, warrant ancestors, come through. Don't be so concerned. Like whoever's concerned about getting backed up, like don't be concerned about it. It's gonna happen. Okay, and you don't have to be worried. It's not, I feel like it's an energy of a child. It's like they know they didn't do good in school all year, and it's like you got a bad report card, and it's fine. Like you not, why are you so concerned now? It's like what's the point of that? You're going to prison. Like don't be concerned about it. You going to jail, bitch. Oh, anyway, I'm looking at the Eight of Pentacles and the Star card, and then what's peaking is the Hierophant. So God got you working. God got you shining. This is the Hierophant right here peaking. I want to show y'all how I'm looking at it. And then the Nine of Pentacles is peeking behind the star. So you looking good, smelling good, everything good is all there. And then you see this Nine of Swords. Somebody is concerned or worried. I can't. It would be like a mirror effect. I can't. So anyway, Nine of Swords right here. Somebody's having sleepless nights. Why? Because God got you got you working. You about your father's business. At the top of that, I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles. You on your path. In this path, whoever wanted to fight with you, go against you, competition. Because I'm looking at the Five of Wands. I did pull it out a little bit, but it's ahead of the Nine of Swords. They're having sleepless nights. It's like I don't know. I just feel the energy of like get it together. What you fighting about? Like I don't know. Oh, and then I looked at the word control right here, and then right here I'm looking at the devil. When I split the deck, I put the cards back together and then I split the deck. Capricorn energy, yeah, this folks is about control. I guess they'll get over it, but it's about control, and they want to fight. They're having sleepless nights, but it's like they're losing control of themselves. I mean, duh, right? Trying to control somebody else. I mean, trying to control somebody else, like you can't do that. So that could make you lose your mind if you don't know when to let go. If you don't know when to let it go. But somebody wants to fight. They want to be combative about it because you walked away, 8 of Cups. You walked away from their control, and God got you working the show. You up to the 8 of Pentacles, and I see the 9 of Pentacles, and God is in. And I feel like I don't think I'm making this up, but something about if you got God, you got everything for real. If you got God, that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need, the foundation, and you start from there. Look, I spent the deck. I'm looking at the 10 of Swords. So what? Somebody wanted to put 10 swords in your back because of what? They wanted to manifest this. Look, 10 of Swords. They wanted to manifest this. The Magician. It could be somebody in your family with the 10 of Pentacles, or it could be about a whole 10 of Pentacles. Something about you walking away. I have a feeling like you walking away, like you is the 10 of Pentacles. Take whatever I say as resonates. I'm looking at the 9 of Cups in the Hierophant. I feel like on your path, like you're gonna be shown love for real. 9 of Cups, and something about somebody's getting over something. You or these people are gonna have to, or they can do what they want. Yeah, you could be getting over something. I spit the deck. I'm looking at the Lovers in the Star card. Something about you shining in the path that God got you on. Like I said, like everything is on there. It's all there. You were listening to God, and somebody wanted to control you. And I'm looking at the word command. Okay, I see the Lovers, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. I'm not gonna hold you. I felt like an energy of your wish was my command. I'm thinking about that movie, Princess Bride. I think that's what he said. No, that's not what he said. He didn't say your wish is my command. He would say as you wish. I haven't seen that movie in a minute. And then I'm looking at the 4 of Wands and the Strength card. I feel like there could have been a reason why. There could have been in some type of way where you wasn't asking for what you want, or maybe you feel like you couldn't have it, or I don't know, folks couldn't have it around you. I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna wrap this up a little bit, or this shit is just gonna die on me, but expire on me, whatever. What I'm thinking about, this guy, this older guy, whatever. I think is a grandfather. He had this grandson or whatever, and he had a vase, and he said, "Take this vase down the street and tell them that you want 2 for it, and then you don't have to take the money, but come back and tell me what they say." And then he said he went down the street and he said, "Oh, I want 2 for this," and then they gave him $2. And then he went back and he told his grandfather. He said, "Okay, well, go to this side of town and bring the same things and tell them I want 2 for this." And then he said he went there and he told the people over there, whatever, merchants or whatever, and told them, "I want 2 for this." And then they said they offered him 200 for it. Then he went to the grandfather and told him. And then the grandfather said, "Okay, well, go to this next side of town or whatever and tell them that you want 2 for it and see what they say." And it's the same vase that he's taking around all around town. It's the same vase, nothing's changed. And then he said, "I want 2 for it or whatever like that." And then the guy wanted to give him 2,000 for it. Something about like your value was there. And so I know y'all niggas gonna be making videos galore about what the fuck I'm talking about. But I really feel like I've mentioned this before. Anyway, whatever. And I didn't make it up. I got this from somewhere. But anyway, I got this from somewhere. But anyway, the point is you gotta know which side of town to go to. The point is your value, it could be based on like what folks got. It could be based on is people value. Oh yeah, here's the point. Here's the point. The places that he was going. I missed this part. The places that he was going. The last place, he might have first place he might have just went down the street. But ultimately, the last place he went to some like museum, like some museum restoration or some shit. Something about going to where you're supposed to be at, and then you're gonna get your true value acknowledged or shit like that. I'm looking at the word gate. Maybe something about opening gates or gatekeepers and shit like that. So yeah, ultimately, like that vase, they everybody else couldn't see the true value of the vase because maybe they wasn't in the vase business, or you know what I'm saying. And then they wasn't the museum or whatever. They could have been looking for that vase, like, oh, this was, I don't know if this, maybe I'm embellishing the story, but they could have been like, oh, like this vase is only so much made in the world, so it's so valuable. You want two for this? We about to give you 200,000 for this vase. You dig what I'm saying? And ask the wrong people, they was gonna get $2 for it. So hold on to your vase, hold on to your valuables. I don't know, my niggas. Me saying it like that, it makes me feel like high is bitter, but it's not really. I don't feel like it's really like that. I feel like it's like strength card and the Four of Wands. It makes me feel like holding out, like not like it's like don't do any shit for like meanwhile. I'm doing this meanwhile. It's like for what? Or something. I mean, it could be anything, but I feel like meanwhile shit does have its place. But say whatever it says resonates. Something about something about saying yes to what you truly want to say yes to. I feel like God knows you best, or something like that. At the top of the deck. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo energy, and then at the top, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles, the Death card. This is for the collective, and the Fool card. Uh, Somebody done let their dog off the leash, and the dog's chasing the squirrels up the tree. Why they do that? Anyway, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles and the Death card. Something's changed. Something's changing. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you on the top of your game with this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you could be masculine or feminine energy. Look at this. Like, why would they let the dog loose? Like, for what? I'm about to take the leash. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, look. He ran away. Anyway, I'm looking at the Death card. Okay, this could be something about transformation. Like maybe something about how you change. I'm looking at the Page of Wands and the Six of Wands and the Fool card. Six of Swords. I feel like you staying on your path is taking you. I feel like you're in motion. Okay. That's what I feel like. Look, Ace of Wands is the next card. Somebody's sad about this. Five of Cups. Somebody who's from your childhood. They feel a way about you, looking good, smelling good, everything good. Looking at the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Something about what somebody was paid for. They wanted to hold on to something or whatever it is that they had and they invested. They're really pressed about. I'm not gonna hold you. Like something about gambling. Like you got to be willing to lose it. Otherwise, and that could be any risk. Okay, that could be any risk that you take. You got to be willing to take an L. And if you can't hold an L, then it's like, why would you take that risk? It could be anything. Somebody took a risk; they was paid to do something. You're protected from this energy. That's why they're the one having sleepless nights, and that's why they're the one feeling abandoned. Five of Pentacles or left out in the cold. Jackal Cyber, the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Look at them fighting and carrying on. Five of Wands. I'm looking at the Hangman and the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. I don't know. I just feel like somebody was stubborn. or your firm in your stance. And somebody could be sending projections for you to be I don't know. For I'm looking at the four source, or somebody sending projections from their sick bed or some shit like that. And God got you looking good, and you know what I'm saying? You could be single ready to mingle, but maybe not mingle too long. The two cups the two cups came right after the Queen of Wands. So I'm looking at the Eight of Swords. Wait. Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Eight, Knight of Wands, and the Devil. So it's just childish people in your family. They didn't look at this. Three of Cups. They just wanted to carry on and do foolishness, teenage stuff that they didn't never grew out of. It's like, come on now. You done had a drink. How much drinks? You done been drunk. How drunk can you get? I mean, look, listen, I'm talking now, I don't drink that. What I'm saying is, well, listen, I'm on 3%, so it's just gonna die. I'm just gonna get another card. I'm gonna end this. Anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have not ancient power mysteries, the oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice collective, and you are being guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. So it's lit. That's the reading. I'm not gonna press the issue. I'm like, nah, I didn't cut off yet. Let me see. Oh, niggas is at the beach. Look. Okay, this for the collective. Collective thinking different thoughts. Like we is at the beach.